Hey y'all, I got a new deck tech for you today. But before I get into it, I bought these Dragon Shield sleeves without realizing the coincidence of them. So each Dragon Shield sleeve has lore on the back of it. I'm using the Seer of the God Hand art sleeves. The dragon's name is Mir. So I'm going to leave the lore in the video, so pause it if you want to read it. But basically, the God Hand is like a mix of 5 colors. And this is a 5-color deck. What is the coincidence of that? Perfect sleeves. So pause the video now. With all that done, let's get into the deck tech. Niv-Mizzet Reborn. In order for you to read this, because I was able to find a Japanese version, I had to make a proxy of English so I could keep track. Niv-Mizzet Reborn. 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green. Total converted mana cost of 5. Flying. When Niv-Mizzet Reborn enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each color pair, choose a card that's exactly those colors. From among them, put the chosen cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. 6/6 Dragon Avatar. So, with that said, this commander is a 5-color commander. So yeah, I based this deck around legends. So it's a legendary tribal deck. For my land base, I have 33 lands, 2 plains. Now I was going to get more older lands for this deck, but in due time I will. But 2 plains, 2 islands, 2 swamps, 2 mountains, 3 forests. Which I think I discarded one. There it is. 3 forests. Alright. So that is that. Utility lands. Cascading, because I feel like having indestructible and any combination of colors will help me cast spells. Command Tower. Evolving Wilds. Exotic Orchard. Give me some any color. Gateway Plaza. Same any color, but I do need to pay 1 in order to keep it on the battlefield. Might backfire, might not. We'll see what happens when I play test. Gemstone Caverns. Opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield with a luck counter on it. Exile a card from your hand. As long as it has a luck counter on it, it's any color mana. But you do have to discard a card with it and an opening hand. Guild Mage's Forum. Again, pay 1, add 1 mana of any color. If it was a creature spell, put a counter on it. Mystic Gate. 1 white, 1 blue, add 2 of each color. Mystic Monastery, Nomad Outpost. Nurturing Peatland. Sacrifice it, draw a card. Pay 1 life, add a green or red. Perry Stream. Sorceries colors tower for no maximum hand size because I might need that. Riverglide Pathway, I believe this is... Yes. Yeah, it's Izzet. The one that is Izzet colors, so red and blue. Rupture Spire, into the battlefield, sacrifice it, add 1 mana of any color. Savage Lands, Termorphic Expanse, Vivid Card, Grove, and Meadow. Enters tapped, but I can remove a charge counter, add 1 mana of any color. Warped Landscape, sacrifice it, search for a basic land, and Waterlog Grove. Give me some mana, and then sacrifice it, draw a card as well, just like the Pete. So now creatures. I have 29 creatures. Most of them are legendaries. There's only a couple non. Journal's Enforcer. Legendary humans I control have indestructible. Will help, because I have a lot of humans in here. Asura's Renegade, like I just said. My first human. Each opponent can't cast non-creature spells. Control. Lasav can become a copy of any creature from a graveyard. In my graveyard. Esteemed Speaker. Pretty good. Animar. Wow. Animar. Soul of the Elements. Whenever I play a creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on it. Creature spells you cost 1 less. I figured this would help me get those gray mana reduced. And protection from white and black. The most destruction spells there is. So, any removal spells target it. Has protection from it. It's a pretty beast card. New edit. Because it just came out pretty recently. So I had it added. If I need mana, I would play it for mana. But I would keep it for its begin my upkeep, reveal the top library. If it's a creature or planeswalker, put that card onto the battlefield. So it gets me free plays. So, you know, gotta add this legendary. Weaving Run On. Multicolored spell. Whenever I cast one, create 4/4. I'm going to be casting a lot of multicolored spells. So pretty good. Camball. Kethis. Legendary spells cost 1 less to cast. Miri, Weatherlight Duelist for control elements. Olivia, Mobilized for War. Had it. Figured why not. I could put counters on a creature. It gains haste. Basically, help me get the creatures I have out bigger so I can protect them. Sisay, Weatherlight Captain. Gets 1/1 for each color among other legendary permanents you control. And then I can search for a legend permanent. Then I have the original Captain Sisay. Women's Day Secret Lair version. I had to get that. It's too pretty. Warlord for mana help as well. Whenever I cast a historic spell, draw a card. Nicobulus. Pretty gross add to this because it transforms. Another great legend. Saskia. I believe that's how to pronounce it. I don't know. Unyielding. Pretty good. Choose a player whenever you deal damage to that other player. It does it to a different player. Ever the Curse, Death Touch, Lifelink, other legends I control get +2/+2. Had to add that. Golas, you know, pretty self-explanatory why it's in here. I'm going to have a lot of artifacts, so that's why this guy's in here, to help my creatures get bigger as well. The Angel of Rebirth. Multicolored creatures get +1/+0. We're almost to Saruk Dragonclaw. Creature spells can't be countered. That's why it's in here. Whenever land into the battlefield, I gain 1 life and draw a card. Helps me get some card draw. Now, I call this deck 3 Maze or Maze Trilogy because I am using cards no one uses in Commander. And I feel like they're underrated. So I want to play with them. So I have 3 Maze creatures here. I have Maze, which gives all my multicolored creatures and legends Death Touch. Same with Glider. If they don't have flying, they gain flying. And then they all get Vigilance. A dragon. A Teari. Yeah, see, I can't pronounce it. So I'm just going to move on. An Ith. High Arcanist. Untap target creature, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by that creature this turn. So it's like a Maze of If, really. And I could cast it for Suspend instead of its mana cost. So that's why that was added. So, I have 8 legendary planeswalkers as well. A Shook. Spells and abilities your opponents control can cause their controller to search their library. Control elements. Kaya. Usurper. Teferi. Time Raveler. Some moots. Creatures you control have haste. Sorin. Creatures and planeswalkers have lifelink. Tameo. Veraska. And the new Kaya from Kaldheim. Ghost form. Counter on a creature. I can prevent that creature from disappearing, basically. I have 1 enchantment. Privileged position. Other permanents you control have hexproof. Protects all my stuff. Hopefully. Artifacts. 16. So I should be having a good amount for that 1 creature that has Mellowcraft. Civic Saber. Cripping that to my commander. It gets +1 for each other color in it. So basically it gets +5/+0 for a Crip 1. Pretty good. Maybe get some commander damage in. Soul Ring. Arcane Signet. Felroll Stone. Glass of the Guild Pact. Multicolored creatures you control get +1/+1. Chromatic Lantern. Gotta have all my lands any color. Commander Sphere. More mana help. More mana help. More mana help. More mana help. Pretty much a lot of mana rocks. Farmine Vessel. 2 of different colors. Thran. Pay 4. Put any historic permanent onto the battlefield. Artifacts, legends, sagas are historic. Filter. Multicolor spells cost up to 2 less. Dragon Arch. Pay 2. Put a multicolor creature card from your hand into play. So instead of paying 4, I pay 2. I could get a lot of creatures out. Heroes Podium. Each legendary gets +1/+1 for each other legendary you control. Tome of the Guild Pact. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, draw a card, and it adds mana. Now for sorceries and spells, or instants, my bad. 12. Boris Charm, multicolored. Search for a creature. Tutor, Farseek, search for a land. Golgari Charm, I have it in here for destroy target enchantment, or regenerate a creature I control. Growth Spiral will help me get some land I need. Land Search. Destroy, destroy target creature or enchantment. Target artifact or creature. Putrefy. Exile all non-land permanents that aren't legendary. So basically, all my stuff is going to be legendary, so it'll stay out, except for my artifacts, I think. Vivid Revival, we turn up to 3 multicolored creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Put up to 1 target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard onto the battlefield. Destroy up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. So, legendary sorcery, I gotta have legend out in order to play it. Same for this. Return all legend permanent cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. So overall, I feel like this deck is well made. I am heavily excited to test play it, to see how well it works, to see how all my legend creatures do in this deck. That's all I gotta say, because, it's just gonna be fun to play, I feel. So if you like this deck tech, leave a like. Leave some comments if you have some, I guess, ideas. And leave a subscribe. Subscribing helps me the most. And I'm definitely going to have more deck tech soon. So check them out. But you have to subscribe in order to see those. Alright, see you in the next video.